I went ahead and pulled a spread, and I'm going to go ahead and share it with you. I used the Moonology deck for the whole spread. So the overall energy is a new romantic cycle begins. Okay. And then the past energy is have faith in your dreams. Don't let your past hold you back. And nothing is yet set in stone. Okay. So mutable energy. So listen, this could be about a business, partnership. This could be about a romantic relationship. Uh, Whatever it is, there's a new cycle beginning in this energy, and I'm doing it for the new moon in Cancer. So for some of you, maybe you're putting out there that you would like to have a new relationship. Okay, so it's saying like have faith in your dreams. Maybe you've been working through some past stuff so that when you come into this union, it doesn't hold you back. Or if it's a business relationship, like a new business partner, like you guys are having to work through and clear out all of this other stuff before the two of you guys can come together and partner in this relationship to move it forward on a business idea that you have. In the present moments, we have the communication is key, the new moon in Gemini. We have your dreams need a practical plan, which is full moon in Taurus. And look at this. We have all and I'm going to show you in just a second. We have all the earth here, okay? Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. So this is about the practicality of the doing so. And with the new moon in Capricorn, it says your hard work is paying off. You like the center of the reading is your dreams need a practical plan. So if this is a business idea, let's get practical. Like, what are we doing? What do we need to get done? Like, we need to put one foot in front of the other, because that's what the earth energy represents, is putting that one foot in front of the other. Okay, the proof is in the pudding is Virgo energy, right? Put up or shut up. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Same thing in relationships. If this is like romance, put up or shut up. You can't just sit around your fucking house and hope that the UPS guy or some random, breakdown, somebody broke down, shows up at your door, and that's going to be your soulmate and the love of your life. Like, you got to get practical. You got to go out. You got to do things. You got to, for some of you who believe in online dating, put up your profile, update it, whatever you got to do. So, for some of you, that's how you do it. For others of you, you need to get out of your house, put one foot in front of the other, go hang out with other people, go where you're invited so that you can meet new people, and, destiny and fate will do its own thing. Okay. So the thing is it's asking you to look at the reality of your situation and start making practical movement towards it. Okay. Whether that's a business proposition that you want to, talk to somebody about, or maybe it's an investment in a business. Okay. Maybe you're looking for a silent partner in a business. You want to, you're just looking for somebody who wants to invest, but, you'll pay them back as you go, or they, own stocks in your business or whatever. So this is absolutely, so, again, the scales of balance is, where it's equal and everybody's happy with the situation. And I'm absolutely seeing that. But it's like you had to get into alignment. And that's why we've kind of been in this in-between world that we've all been feeling. You're going to feel much more grounded as you start taking these approaches that you need, talking to the right people, because that's what we're talking about here with the communication is key. So making up a business proposition, sitting down and writing out, your business plan and all of that. And, how much time you think it will take to be able to pay back the loan. What is your target audience, all of those things for those of you who are doing that. For others of you, if this is a business proposition, how can the two of you guys bring this in together? If this is a relationship where you're looking for a new partner, to walk through life with, getting out there and also telling the universe why you want this partner. Everybody says, I want a partner, but nobody ever says why. Do you want the partner so you can fight with somebody? Do you want a partner so that you can, no, you want to be practical about why you want this partner. So it's telling you to tell the universe, okay, what you want to do with it. So are you getting into a new relationship because you want to, do a humanitarian project together? Are you guys getting into a new relationship so that you guys can build a business with one another? Are you getting into a new relationship so that you can, co-create and have children and build a home and a family and build a legacy? Like, what are you doing with this partner? It can't just be, I want a partner, because you'll get what you ask for. You want to make sure that it's not going to be a bunch of hard work to get through it. Okay. Because we do talk about hard work, and relationships are hard work, you know but it doesn't feel like work when the two of you guys are building something together. Now, another of you, for those of you who are married, okay, because not everybody is looking for a partner, not everybody is, looking for a business partner. This could be you and your husband who are starting a business together, and you both have a dream with one another, and now you want to move forward on it. So it's like, okay, we're sitting down, we're writing out like what we're going to do in this situation with one another. Okay, like you need to do the accounting. I need you to file these papers. I'm going to go out, get the tools. I'm going to go do all these things to get building on whatever this is. Okay, everybody's going to be something different. Now, it's really important that when you're doing these partnerships that you are communicating, because we do have Gemini and Virgo right over the top of one another, and these are very mercurial. And it does say communication is key. It's not ever making somebody else feel like they're inadequate, okay? And it's funny because Geminis usually have the thought, while as Virgo has the action. That's why this is air and this is earth. So if you ever see like a Gemini and a Virgo together, they really are each other's kryptonite. They either get along great or they cannot get along at all. Because Gemini is like, oh, I got all these ideas, but they don't really put them into practical action. They just talk about them. They have great dreams, but it's one thing to think it and then it's another thing to do it. And that's what this is saying. Like the proof is in the pudding. Stop talking about what you're going to fucking do and fucking do it. Okay? So if this is like, bringing in clients, you're going to be able to bring in more clients by the way that you're marketing yourself. And, so everybody's putting in work in certain areas. Now, as we move into the future, you are good enough. A new start is coming. So a lot of people don't like to launch new things. They don't want to launch a new relationship until they feel like they've crossed their T's and dotted their I's and they got to this certain goal. And Spirit's saying, no, you're good enough. Expect that, okay, a new start's coming. Here it is. And then you're going to have some adjustments that are required, which is with anything in life. It's teaching people how to treat you or setting healthy boundaries or, hey, this isn't working. It's not bringing me a return on my investment. It's not balancing of the scales. We're going to let this thing go. We're going to, keep this thing. So you're going to work things around, or if you're in a relationship and you're like, okay, all of these things work. But okay, these things don't. Okay, so you're going to have to also do the practical things by those of you who are starting a new business. It's getting the paperwork done, filing all those papers. Some of you need permits. Some of you need loans, okay, because Taurus does rule money. So, and also Libra, they're both here. Libra and Taurus are both ruled by Venus. So we got Mercury here twice. We got Venus here twice. And we have Saturn here, okay? Saturn is Capricorn. So this is about rules, laws, restriction, and responsibility. Like if you're going to do this, you're going to build from the ground up. Now, for others of you who have already gotten a new job, you're having to build from the ground up. Every single one of us, whether it's a new relationship, new business partnership, new job, new home, new neighbors, you got to build from the ground up. Okay? If you start all the way at the fucking top, you're as fast as you rose is as fast as you fall. But when we have Saturn here and we have all this earth energy, because that dominates the table right now is all the earth energy with the Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. What a trine. This is like, okay, we're, digging the trenches. It's bricks and mortar, right? You don't build a castle in the sky. It's going to fall. So you got to build the bricks and the mortar, dig the trenches, and you got to, put up the pillars, and it's everything has its place in time. So it's slow building because that's what Earth represents. Unlike fire and air signs that want to just breeze through everything. But if you want to get your return on your investment, people want to get their return on their investment, even in a relationship. Are we going to, we're not dating for just fun anymore or for the sexual aspects of it, okay? That's not how this is going. It's like, I water you, you water me, I have this to offer in a relationship. Well, I have this to offer in a relationship. It's almost like in some aspects, it is really a business deal. I plan on wanting to have this kid. Okay, well, we're going to negotiate how many kids we have. All right, now we're negotiating where we're going to live. Okay, what are we, okay, you're going to go to school. I'm going to lift you up and I'll pay the bills while you go to school. And now I'm going to go to school once you graduate and vice versa. Or I'm going to stay home and take care of the kids. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's the equality because it needs to be balanced. So yes, it's like some of you guys, maybe had a dream about doing something, but like maybe in the past it kind of fell through, but I feel like it was timing. So maybe try again. You already have the tools necessary to do this thing, whatever it is. Everybody's, again, something different. I just feel like, with Saturn here and it's sitting underneath the nothing is yet set in stone and the adjustments are required. Saturn is kind of one of those adjusters, so to speak, because he comes in and he's like, well, you think I got it. And Saturn's like, well, did you think about this? Well, how about that? And Virgo's kind of the same way. Of like, well, it's like Leo always thinks, I got it. And then you get to Virgo and Virgo's like, well, here's, did you think about that? Like, it's like I have lots of Leo friends and they're like all like gung ho and excited about this, and this. And then I'm like, well, wait a minute. And so they feel like they got it until they hit Virgo. And then it's like, oh shit, I don't really got it. Same thing with Capricorn and needing to adjust. So I feel like we're all going through major adjustment periods right now, but it's all going to end up working itself out. It's like in a new relationship, in a new place of living, in business, in business partnerships, in whatever it is that's going on. But just be flexible because this energy is like, here it is. And now, do you like what you're doing? Like, are you sure that this is what you want to manifest? Because is it a pipe dream? Is it just a dream? Or what's the difference between a dream and a goal? A date. So are we going to get on this? You've been talking about it, but now it's time to do something about it, because after the communication, we have all the earth. Okay, now it's time to put it into physical fucking manifestation. Like, let's get going. We've got Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy right here. Yeah, I'm getting the proof is in the pudding. I just keep hearing that. You want a date? Date! Get yourself out there, I love this energy. I'm going to leave that there. I don't know why I pulled this spread. I just felt called to, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to record it. But at the end of the day, like, things are shifting and moving, but you're going to solidify. You're about ready to solidify as soon as you get this information. And for others of you, this is like, you're starting a new relationship, and you're getting ready to come into a union with someone. For others of you, this is a new best friend. Okay. For others of you, this is, a new work colleague, whether you're self-employed or, they get hired on at your job or you get hired on at theirs. I love this energy. I really can't say enough about it. New beginnings coming through, coming soon to a theater near you. I don't know why, but all right, you guys, I'm gonna leave that there. Love you guys all so much. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and check me out on all my other platforms. They're linked down below. And if you're interested in a personal reading, also down below. Love you. Take care.